Hi Virgo, how is it going? Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are doing really well. Remember, the 33% off tarot card readings is still available on the website rubyreadstarot.com. Head over to book your reading right now. Should we take a really lovely, yummy deep breath in? 1, 2, 3. All right, let all of it go. Happy 2024. I've recorded a general reading for everyone and I decided not to post it because I felt as if I am being, just for my own sanity's sake, compelled to speak a whole bunch of truths. And I did so since 2020 and there was a lot of backlash for that. And they're still not paying me, and it's fine, because when God's given you something, do you know what I mean? You have to do it. And so here I am. And I have this moral dilemma where it's like, there's all this stuff I want to talk about, but 2023 really was the year, kind of half 2022, 2023, where a lot of the backlash of the things that I had been really forthright about speaking about, you know, Bojo the Clown and his part in the whole fiasco that was taking place in 2020, you know, I was the one to call it first. And I, you know, said a few things, real things, honest things about Piers Morgan, about what's his name, Jordan Peterson, and the backlash was unforgivable. Those that left, I mean, good riddance, they went, because realistically speaking, I don't feel like they are worthy of the kind of healing that a true divine feminine has to offer. Because when you're a seer and you have genuine insight, like, I don't need to look into a television screen to know what's going on. I can stare into the shadow, the way the light plays on the wall, and get a clear download as to what exactly the truth and is of the matter. And the thing is, I want a lot of you Virgos right now, before I even get into the cards, I want you to reflect in your own lives where it is that you may have been silenced, you may have been shut up. There is a reason for this. Let's think of two of the most famous celebrities in all existence. Michael Jackson, Beyonce. Michael Jackson, Virgo man, Beyonce, Virgo woman. Can we just talk about the influence that these two Virgo entities, masculine and feminine, had over humanity? Michael Jackson would just come on a stage. He did not need to say nothing. The man would come on the stage, and just by his sheer presence, people were fainting, people were screaming, people were like just losing themselves. Beyonce, everybody has to go silent when she comes on the stage. She has to breathe. She takes her time, and people are there like awestruck just by her energy. I was speaking about how, Virgo, you really need to come correct 2024 in the other video, the general that I recorded. And I don't know if I'm gonna, this has been like a theme of 2023, because maybe there is a bit of PTSD still on me from the experiences of having so much backlash from speaking the obvious truth. And I think I've stressed it enough. Like, I'm trying to get as far away from the whole like tarot thing, but at the end of the day, our healing is still done with this deck. Do you know what I mean? So the channel's changed because I've changed. Like, look at me from the beginning to now. Mutable earth, it's inevitable. 1,000 different people in this lifetime. God knows how many more in the next lifetimes to come. All I'm saying is, Virgo, if you allow yourself right now to pull away from the obvious distractions, really channel into your energy, speak up for what you know is the truth, and remember that you just being a Virgo allows you a lot more power just in your presence, being a mutable earth, than any other zodiac sign. I put my name to that. Prove me wrong. You're gonna have to get strong, Virgo. You're really gonna have to physically, as well as mentally, as well as spiritually, as well as emotionally, really get strong, because there's something that had been deliberately pulled away from your self-concept. I am someone who had to go through this myself. The rebuilding is not easy, but when you have been, I think, flatlined by, let's say, I like to call them the Agent Smiths of the world, but really and truly speaking, it is a lot of toxic gaslighting that goes towards lights that shine the brightest, because right now there is a desperate need for illumination and it's being censored. Power to the people, power in numbers. Always remember that. Your energy, Virgo, is massive. King of Wands and the Tower card. Fire sign energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, staring over at some sort of breakup, some sort of breakdown of conventions, communications, relations, firm foundations. It was never firm. Shaky foundations. I feel if this is some of you in your entrepreneurial spirit, there is this energy of something having broken down. If this is an external person, masculine fire sign, I think they're kind of looking over the breakdown of the situation between you and them. And I think they're kind of really facing this Tower moment. They're really looking into the destruction and the chaos that has been caused by this particular breakdown of conventions. This could be a breakdown of a relationship. Queen of Wands, creatrix energy. For some reason, I'm feeling that High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like someone's watching, heavily stalking a little bit, I think. Underneath the Queen of Wands was the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Magician card, and the 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Decision card, the Judgment card. I'm going to lay these out. Give me a second. Okay. I feel like, Virgo, there is someone who is very definitely watching you. Could be an ex-partner, could be a potential partner, could be someone who may have been involved in some sort of breakdown of relations. I mean, there's the Tower card sandwich between the King and Queen of Wands. This is obviously a relationship reading, so I think what I'm trying to express here is that in your energy right now, Virgo, there has been some form of breakdown of a convention, of a relationship, of something that was a home situation, sturdy, stable, like really built on shitty foundations, and it's come down. I think the both of you may be in a little bit of shock because you both seem to be looking directly at this Tower crumbling. I think the both of you are in your both in your power. I think what's really good about this is that you're both taking a stand to maintain your own, which I think is a beautiful thing to do. I think, Virgo, when I spoke to you in your last video about coming correctly, and this intro of this video about the sheer power and the sheer magnitude and magnetism of the Virgo entity, of the Virgo energy, and the privilege of being born under this sign, regardless of how stressful it gets, the fact that you are a mutable earth, the only zodiac mutable earth, which means shapeshifting. You guys, throughout your lifetimes, are many different people. The High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Pentacles. Right now, this is a fortunate time to be a Virgo. And I say this because you're being given an opportunity to not only work on your root chakra, which is a lot to do with your safety in this world, your value, what you are able to pull in by being grounded and by being present. There is a need for you to accept your limitlessness. And this has only kind of come by, like the High Priestess, a little bit of study of the self, a little bit of study of the grand design, the universe, the patterns. She sits with the moon at her feet and no roof above her. This lady knows, this entity, this energy, this High Priestess knows the entire universe is hers. She does not need to conform to societal preset, societal excessive processes. Okay? And there needs to be acknowledgement that there needs to be a breakdown of false promises, false alliances, false foundations, false systems. The limitlessness that you allow yourself to step in right now may even mean that you are completely reprogramming your subconscious. But what you need to understand right now, that right now, if you decide to invest in yourself, if you decide to really radiate that value, intrinsic value in your DNA, you can't deny it. It's there just by the mere fact that you were born under the zodiac sign. I'm giving away secrets here, which is why they don't let me get too, popular. Because the truth of the matter is, the power is you. The truth of the matter is, the more limitless you understand that you are, the more conviction you have that this entire universe belongs to you, your fortune changes like this. The Nine of Pentacles is a state of being. Blissful. Root chakra lit. My favorite meditation for root chakra is to imagine yourself as a grassy field, even a rainforest, evergreen. Do you know what I mean? And look even at a large field of grass, and you will see there are so many different blades of grass, which means that there is so much abundance naturally available just by mere resource. And you have every right to put that onto yourself, that very same ideology. Just by the fact of my mere presence here, I am evergreen, forever abundant. Right now, you are having to do some soul searching and soul seeking about your own inherent value and worth. And there is something about you understanding there is nothing external. It's all internal. So if you are seeing abundance reflected in your external, you are somebody who has done the work. And if you right now are not seeing prosperity or win or success, there is something that you have to do about making a decision, about making your mind up. King of Swords. I think you have to be very, very, very diligent right now. Very assertive, very analytical, very matter of fact when it comes to your decision about your inherent worth. I think at the same token, there are relationships that really need a little bit of rolling up the sleeves, getting prepared to get your hands dirty, and beginning to work together as a pair. This is not one person's work. However, the work that you do on this relationship does need to be reciprocated. And if it is not, then you have this King of Swords very severe. It's severe. It's a severe cutting away from everything that you know is not matching in value. Like an investment. Let's be honest here, we're Virgos. There's only so much emotion before it comes down to what is this worth. This is your card, Venus and Virgo, second decan. Inherent worth. You guys are the harvest. You are the value. You are the prize. Do you know what I mean? Anyone will be lucky to be with you. And if they don't see it that way, that's because they're too distracted by bullshit. You will be super victorious in any decision of making things grow for yourself. This is why I say it's a fortunate time to be a Virgo, because right now the investments that you make in you, in your time, in your mind, where your mind is at, your resources, your energy, your skill set, your power helps you, 10 of Cups, achieve contentment. And contentment is something that needs to be meditated on. I cannot stress this enough. A lot of us are ignoring this concept of contentment. When you have contentment, when you're in a contented place, take a second to meditate on that feeling. Truly understand that feeling. Create a suit out of that feeling so that when you need these instant manifestations, when you need something to work out for you, you can jump back into that suit and you can see things transpiring like this. Eight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. There needs to be the rebuilding of a structure. And you know what? Nothing came easy in life. And all of those things that were too flippant, came too easy, left too easy, la la la, they were not satiating for you. And I think you know now that there is something that you want that is satiating, that is substantial, and that is going to be around for the long run. So that means you can't necessarily pick weak partners or weak people to build foundations with. So your strength, your magnetism, you recognizing your power in this 3D dimension is going to really, really, really do some magic for you right now, Virgo. Grow those investments that mean that you are bettering yourself, that you are taking time for you, that you are nurturing yourself, that you are feeling the best that you can feel. Do what it is that you can do to set your expectations correctly from yourself before anybody else. Because if people are not coming correctly, or if they're not matching your energy, I know you. You're going to put up with it for a minute and then you're going to leave it where it needs to be left. And good for you. Never put anything on a pedestal. Especially when you're being asked right now to put yourself on that pedestal. Put yourself on that pedestal and watch your victories. Watch your victories. Re-familiarize yourself with the magic that is inherent within you. Mercury's gone direct now. There is something about Jupiter having gone direct in the sign of Taurus, which is all about money management. It's bringing the fortune, it's bringing the money, it's bringing the good luck. And there's something about you being really precious about your own energy and protecting what you know that you need to protect. I want to say push things to absolute extremes right now, just to test yourself. Just to test yourself. Push things to absolute extreme just to see how far along you are in your spiritual development and in your magic making. Because right now, if you decide to really push yourself, if you decide right now to really test the 3D to see if all of the work that you have put in is actually, you know, working, I think you might surprise yourself. But there is something about you needing to pull it back when you know that your energy is getting a little bit too thin, too diluted. I cannot stress enough how important it is in 2024 for you to remember your worth, your value, for you to remember your magnetism, and to remember what you come from. There's a lot of power there if you wish to tap into it, Virgo. These readings that we do, I have the same people that I have been reading for since I started this channel to this day. These readings are powerful. And when I do these % off, it's really just to kind of get people that wouldn't necessarily be able to book with me to have a chance to like see what the cards can tell them, pick up from their own energies. So anyway, if you are somebody who would like to progress further in your life, take the next step forward and see what 2024 really has in store for you, head over to the website rubyreadstarot.com and book a reading there with me for a one-on-one session. Thank you for all of the new subscribers for joining. Welcome to this very, very transformative year for Virgo. You are a powerhouse, don't forget that. And it's about you remembering who you are. purchase some of the best CBD products available on the market over on rubyreadstarot.com and get a 10% discount when you purchase there. Who loves you? Have a good one.